virtual interview with the site manager, and I did me a little light bead. I tried to find the iron. I don't know where it's at, but I got my little button down, business casual, stud earrings for a more conservative look, hair in a bun. This is an outfit that I would wear to work, but I would put on pants. But anyway. So, y'all, I have a radiation oncology appointment today. I did see my doctor when I first got diagnosed. On the first day that I went into the clinic, they had me 5 appointments. I met with the medical oncologist, surgical oncologist, radiation oncologist, social worker, and like my breast advocate lady. It was a long day, but I'm going to circle back and talk to her again today about what the plan is, what to expect, how many days I'm definitely going to need for radiation, and skincare preventive techniques. I have sensitive skin, so I'm kind of on the fence about if I'm be burned pretty bad. I'm pretty advocate about like doing my skincare routine. I've been trying to get in the habit of doing it like in the morning and at night, but I know with radiation I'm gonna have to make sure I do it in the evening too. And hydration is very important when you're doing radiation. Radiation kind of just dries up everything. It's this beam going into you that's stopping cells from multiplying and like killing cells on the skin level and the cellular level. So yeah, we'll see what she has to say. I'm gonna go over some questions that I might have to ask her. And also, I have 2 appointments tomorrow. I have to go to employee health to be cleared for work because I'm starting back to work Tuesday. And then I also have to go to Boston tomorrow to see my plastic surgeon to see about my wounds, how they're healing, and if they're gonna expand me or deflate me depending on when I start radiation, because it was concerned that my wound wasn't healing as well without the cream that I've been putting on twice a day, the Silvadene. So I'm going to see how my wound is healing. I think it's healing pretty good. All the necrotic tissue is off, and it's a good scar that's healing with my color skin on it. And I just want to see what they have to say in comparison to what radiation have to say, and then we'll come up with a date, because we don't want to start radiation before my skin integrity is good, because if we do start radiation, then the radiation can make my skin even poor, my incision not heal well, and just overall a slow healing process. So we want to make sure the skin integrity is good before we start radiation. So yeah, that's that, y'all. So I already did my little light beat because I had an interview this morning, the 3rd interview for the urgent care position. I think I got it. Fingers crossed. Okay. All right. Bye. Go this way. See, look at all this snow. Yeah. Look at that car stuck in the snow. Go to the right, I think. Employee health.
Okay, and then the last thing, it says you brought a doctor's note with you? Did you have a note from your doctor that says you were cleared to return to work?
No.
Okay.
They didn't tell me I needed one.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Okay, so we do need a note. Let me see. Let me call my nurse practitioner, and I'll see what we can do, okay?
Okay, because if we have Epic, can we just Epic Dr. Quinn, my doctor, and tell her to send it out? Can I do the physical and then she just like...
So sometimes
What's up? Y'all, I'm tired. I literally had so many appointments this week. I had like 4 appointments plastics, rad oncology. I had, what else I had? Social work. Oh, employee health, getting back to work. Y'all, let me tell y'all. I'm tired. I supposed to went to physical therapy this morning. I canceled the appointment. I was like, I'm done. I'm tapped out. I'm like, I'm not going to no other appointment. Unless it's necessary, I will go. But physical therapy, okay, y'all just referred me yesterday. And then you want me to come at 8 o'clock in the morning and it's negative 11 degrees outside. No, I'm going to wrap up. And I'll see y'all next week. Yeah, so I went to my plastic surgery appointment yesterday. I was going to do a vlog, but I just needed some space in a long time. I didn't do one. So they filled me with 100 more milliliters per breast. She said that she really didn't want me to go back to work, but she was going to prove me going back to work. No lifting, bending, or pulling, pushing anything more than 10 pounds. She said 5 pounds, but she kind of noticed kind of unrealistic. So she did 10 pounds. Am I ready to go back to work? I am ready to go back to work, but I am nervous about going back to work because, you know, my field is very competitive and like, it's like, who can get up the stairs the fastest? Who can see all these patients the fastest? Can you discharge, do consults? Can you see like, I need to have boundaries and I am going back to work on accommodation. That means like, you know, all the things I just stated, plus I need frequent breaks, you know, 3 30-minute breaks within a 12-hour shift. I need to be able to sit. I won't be able to go to the operating room for 10 and 12 hours. I can only be in there 3 hours or less. And yeah, I tried on my scrubs. Girl, I need a bigger size. We're not going to talk about that right now, but just let y'all know, I'm going to pick up my weight loss drugs today. Yes, I am. My mother is leaving today. I'm sad, so sad, but I gained 25 pounds. Y'all know my mama own a bakery, and baby, she be putting them cakes on me. I checked my size. They haven't changed it, so I'm gonna have to email them, go pick up my medicine. Let's go. Adam. Me. That's what we said. Jump in like a thotty, jump in like a thotty. Church girl, like, hey, hey, hey. A lady off girl. Sweating like you came up out the south, girl. Hey. Yeah, we gonna be dead, do we? My wig's wig. Look at that wig. So my mommy just left and I'm not okay. She got me spoiled. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, talking to me. We watch our movies together. What am I gonna do? It's reality now. Reality. I got this. Dry my tears. I got this. So GLP-1 agonist is a glucagon-like peptide. This is going to go really into the hypothalamus and the brainstem and kind of suppress food cravings at a central nervous system level. What we want to do is kind of like an addict, because food can be addicting, okay? And you know, like, especially like when you're not feeling well and then, oh, that feel good. You're not feeling well and like, you just like, oh, I like ice cream. It make me feel better. It is a dopamine response as far as like something that can trigger like crack cocaine or like shopping or gambling. It's an addiction. So I'm not gonna deny the fact that during chemo, I probably was becoming addicted or already an addict to food. So what we not gonna do is dismiss that. That's trauma. And we want to let go of that. So we want to help physiologically and psychologically on that type of level. Okay? So incretin is normally released after you eat. And this is found in some parts of the intestines. So we just want to increase our insulin or glucose insulin dependent secretion. And while we're doing this is going to help us feel full. It also helps to sustain calorie deficient. That's a good thing. So if you consuming probably like how much calories we'll say normally you consume a 1,500 to 2,000 milligram calorie count a day, but if you can keep it down to like 1,000, then you becoming deficient. And we have these GLP-1 receptors that are highly throughout the brainstem and the hypothalamus. And what we want to do is take WEgoVY to latch on, and then we want it to increase these parts that activate, you know, different neurons in the brain. These neurons, they are very, very specific to increase meal determination, okay? So then you have a good brain reward system that's going on. So we already talked about the neurons that are activated in the brain, and this is going to trigger the stomach to feel full too. So that reward system is good, and it's through some pathway called mesolimbic system pathway or something like that. So with all these things to say, you're going to have some signaling in the brain that's going to decrease the gastric signaling, and then you're going to also say, hey, I'm full. You're going to become calorie deficient, and hopefully you lose weight. Okay, so you know it is some risk factors for I'm looking at this, y'all. It is some risk factors for these weight loss drugs or GLP-1s, which you don't want to have like a specific thyroid cancer, and you don't want to have any like pancreas issues before starting it. It can cause worse. Benefits, like I said earlier in the video, you can have some good cardiovascular health and protection prophylactically, and then also you can have some lung protection. It also helps decrease the adipose tissue. It can have an effect on protein and muscles. But if, but if you have a high protein diet, you can kind of like maneuver through that. Side effects can include nausea, diarrhea, constipation, vomiting. That's one of the more serious ones. And, you know, you just want to make sure you monitor it. Kind of keep something on your stomach. That way you increase the insulin production. That probably will help. But, like, just because you have the gastric slowing down, you can have some high risk for paralysis of the stomach. I think that's what Oprah had, but I don't know. That's not a fact, okay? It's just what I heard. So, now that we talked about that, we basically are kind of ready to take the drug. I just want to let y'all know that I did get a coupon online for this drug. I got it. I went to WEgoVY.com and it directed me to their manufacturing site. This site right here, I got this at TJ Maxx yesterday. It's fancy. She makes some good oil. It was like $7. Anyway, get me back on track. The drug by itself, if you was to pay without, if you was going to pay cash without any type of money, without any type of insurance, and you were just paying with straight money, you would need to go on this website, because the drug by itself is $1,400. That's for a 28-day supply. So you would want to go on this website, download the coupon, and then once you download it, you can call the pharmacy, tell them to run your insurance first. That way you get a decline, and then run the coupon as a secondary payer. So the drug was $199. It's $199 for 2 months. And then after that, I looked at GoodRx and some other places. I think they running coupons. I think what happened is a lot of insurance, like my job, they stopped paying for weight loss drugs, these GLPs, because a lot of people was getting it. It was costing so much, and they only paying for if you are diabetic, or if you have like sleep apnea, or, you know, I'm trying to get it paid for due to decondition, and I have another surgery coming up, and I feel the surgeon told me that if I don't like lose some weight pretty quickly, then I won't qualify for, you know, the surgery due to a high BMI. So we're not even gonna worry about that, because I'm gonna lose weight. Yeah. I'm gonna get in the gym, I'm gonna eat right, eat better, and just be mindful. That's all. Well, what's wrong with? So yeah, you know, it's just making sure that you maintain whatever kind of lifestyle you want to have. And I want to have an active, healthy lifestyle. I don't want to have a sedentary lifestyle. Studies have shown that with sedentary, or like, you know, not moving a lot, not getting much exercise, not being involved and active into your community and your family and your social life and, you know, professional life and mental health and, you know, all these aspects that come into play, lifestyle factors, like, and genetics. Don't forget about genetics. You know, you high risk for all these type of comorbidities or diseases like stroke, heart attack, diabetes, thyroid problems, inflammation, autoimmune disorders. So what we want to do is just kind of like prevent that, and obesity is one of the leading causes of all of this. So on that note, I think I look kind of glowy. We're gonna go and we're gonna get it out the fridge, and we're about to do this, y'all. I'm not scared. Basically, you take it out the fridge. It's in a pen, not a vial. They do have the compounded ones, and these are the ones that's not like made by the manufacturing company. The compounded ones are the ones that come from different pharmacies that pharmacists actually make in that compound. So anyway, these are in the fridge. We're gonna go get it out the fridge. We're gonna take the pen, we're gonna open it up. We're gonna put the little safety needle on top. It's like a little tip that just screws on. Should be. I haven't opened this one, but I have used these in the past with patients that I work with and things of that sort. Okay, and then we're gonna pick a spot. I'm thinking my abdomen. I was thinking my thigh, but I don't have my thigh out. I have my little, you know, nighty nights on, and we're gonna give it, and then we'll go on this journey together, and we'll see how it make me feel, how I look, how it make me exercise more efficiently, see what kind of foods. We're gonna go over recipes. I'm gonna be showing y'all the whole thing. And one other thing I want to speak to y'all about is one of the reasons why I chose to start now is because I'm going to be out of the home. I'm going back to work. I'll be getting more exercise and, like, you know, moving more. And I also wanted to make sure that it was 2 months after my surgical date, which was December the 17th. I have my drains out and I'm ready. Let's go. These are single doses, so you don't even have to like screw nothing on, honey. They already ready. So oh, I forgot to get some alcohol. Let me go get some alcohol. That hurt. But I'm gonna be fine though. I'll be fine.